Hey guys, it's Nancy here. First off, I want to apologise if there's any random noises in this video. I have my window open because it's actually a really nice, hot, sunny evening, so that is why you might hear some random noises. So, what I'm here to share with you is where I'm at with my 2016 album. I have actually got some layouts in there, and the reason I'm sharing this is because I'm going to try and get my project life up to date. I am doing it monthly. I have photos printed up to end of March, so I want to really make a push on it, and also it's something I'm going to focus on for my Hey Little Magpie blog post this month. Next month? June. So, I have zoomed out a little bit further than normal, so sorry there's like the distraction at the top here, but it's just so you can actually see as much as the whole page as possible. As you can probably see, my desk is it's just about 12 inches, so this is hanging off the edge here, so that's why I've just had to zoom out a little bit. So, I did make a front page, and it's using a piece of vellum that I've had in my stash for a long time, and yeah, I made this while I was away with the Hey Little Magpie girls on the retreat. I saw something similar which I liked. So it says 12 months, 52 weeks, 366 days because it was a leap year, and then 8,784 hours. I love numbers. I love things like that. So I've just used different gold fonts there. I really like that, and I've just used one of my favourite photos I've taken this year so far of me and my boyfriend. So January starts quite well. It starts good. I have these cards which I think they're from a mini set from Becky Higgins, and I'm going to use them each month just to mark the month it is, and I'm also going to then put a selfie on each one of them as well. So this is just, I've started this one, I've done some minimal decoration, not going over the top because I'm also keeping layouts in here, so it's already quite thick, so I don't want to put too much in. So I've kind of just spoken a little bit about sale buys, stuff I'm watching, crafting, stuff I've done with the kids at work, and some of my crochet projects. And then this side is also completed, and these are just using a mixture of different cards that I got in my stash. These are 4x6 cards which I cut down. So this bit of January is done and journaled. I then have photos in but no journaling, so this is something I'm going to focus on, just trying to get these filled in. Again, I've got another page here where I've got the photos in but no journaling, so these are things that are easy for me to pick out and just finish up. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to keep moving because I just don't have the space here. So I have got layouts in. This one you've seen there's a process video for, you've seen a process video for this one. This one I've done a share of, and I've done a share of this one. February, again these are, someone sent me these and I'm really rubbish at remembering. These are Heidi Swap. I love these cards, they're beautiful. So again, the February one, using my favourite selfie of the month, different stuff. Like this is a little my Valentine's gift that I got from Emma, TV programmes I've watched, cakes and stuff I've made with the kids at work. This side is then bits and pieces, a mixture of like going out with my boyfriend, work stuff, food and crafting. Again, I've got some layouts. Again, I've shared this one. I've shared this one. This is then, as you'll know if you've watched my planning video, I have decided to do some kind of smaller inserts. This is from quite an hilarious event that me and my colleague went to, which was the 3rd annual Willies Awards, where we won a Willy. Basically, part of my job is I do condom demonstrations and sexual health advice for young people. And I was lucky enough in February to win an award for the work that I've done. So we got to go out for the evening, and it was Valentine's themed, and there was a chocolate fountain, and I won a red glittery condom demonstrator, which is basically just a penis. So that was quite funny, and I wanted to capture it somewhere. I could have done a layout of this, but I thought it kind of just went well because I had lots of like photos, but none of them were that fantastic. So I've just scrapped about it in here. This backside is to do some book reviews for February, so I've just left that in, and I've put these in here at the moment because I just picked some 4x6 cards out. This is another one that I've shared. I really like that layout. This one I don't think I've shared, and this is a picture of my boyfriend being a cheerleader. So it's called Give Me an A. And this is just using a mixture of stash. A lot of it is My Mind's Eye on Trend, which I got in a Light Forever kit, which I must admit is not my favourite. It was very, very gold. But yeah, I just made this layout with this cute little picture of him and lots of different die cuts and bits that were from my stash. So it's being a little bit washed out. There we go, maybe that's better. Just turning that light off may maybe you see it a little bit better. This is again, whoops, this is for Super Bowl Sunday, and we had a little themed party and we stayed up late to watch the Super Bowl, and so again I've just done some little pictures on here, and then it was Valentine's around the same time, so this is just some pictures from our Valentine's ones. And again, I've actually used all gold ones. These are from, again, a value kit from Project Life. I have so many Project Life cards. I'm making a real conscious effort to use them up. And by planning on doing that by making some more of my own embellishments. So they're quite, here I've just stuck like stickers and stuff on. And I found that a really easy way to decorate them. So I put this in, and this, I said, these are both quite gold heavy, but that works well with that paper. Again, I've shared this page, and I've shared this one. This again is another little divider. So this is a Design J from Becky Higgins, and this was this we had the day after Valentine's Day. We both had it off work, so we went out for the day, and there's pictures of us goofing around, and that's an awful picture of me, but we were kind of just hamming it up for the camera. So yeah, that is that side. Then of course I went away to Scotland with my aunt, and so I've just done a little recap basically of the week we were away. I'm going to do a whole 9x12 album for this. Do not have any of the photos printed at the moment, but it is a plan. So I've done this, and basically this is like, there's going to be a whole album about this, but this is just a highlight, because if it wasn't in this, and this is like the end of February I went, it would just feel a little bit weird. So I did place that divider in there, and then I've done one 12x12 page. It's probably quite hard to see on the screen, but I've just used some really old basic grey alphas, because again I'm trying to stash bust as much as I can. So it says, let's get away to Scotland, with an arrow, and then I've just done a cute little cluster here. This Let's Go is from the Journey collection from Crate Paper, and so I actually love this background paper. I'm going to use a lot of wood grains and craft, so I've done both of these in that colour, so that's going to kind of mix in when you see the album, even though they're not going to be together. This one I shared recently, but I made ages ago, but hadn't done a video. This is for a basic grey one I done for Halo Magpie. So is this one. This one I done on the retreat, and these are basic grey stickers which were from 2008 I believe, or 2009. So I made a kind of little thing to like use them up. So I didn't get the whole sheet done, but I used a lot of them up. This is a quote from, I think it's a Bella Boulevard paper. If you are quiet, if you are not living, you've got to be noisy, colourful and lively. And this is a custom portrait that I had done by someone I love greatly on, I follow her on Instagram, I think, and she done my previous portraits. So I've had 2 custom portraits done by her now, and I love them. So this is a little portrait of me. As I said, I just like it, and I said I treat myself normally to one custom portrait a year. Because, you know, I all love a selfie. I also love a little painting on myself. So that is there. And I said this is super simple, and I've done some layering in the background. But I'm really happy that I used up a lot of these older stickers. This is another one done using mixture of Light Forever kits. I think this is We Are Memory Keepers paper, and then a lot of this is the My Mind's Eye on Trend. And so this says Be Your Beautiful Self, The Power of Eyebrows. And this is a picture of me and two of my crafty friends after we had a little makeover sesh. Yeah, and I really love it. It's quite simple, but I really liked kind of using this Project Life card. Well, it's from a cut apart sheet, almost as another photo. So then I have all of March's pictures still to journal on, both sides. So I've got that to do. This is a Mother's Day picture of my lovely mummy. We went away, well, we went out, and just had a cake and coffee and a gossip, and it was really good. And I love this paper. Again, I'd saved that for quite a while. Used lots of old random bits that were in my stash, but I love it. Actually, I think all of these bits were bits from Emma. Emma had sent me a couple of lovely packages last year, and I kept everything together because she also wraps things up amazingly. So this little bow, these bows were actually off some packaging she sent me. So that's all in there. This is a layout that was recently up on Shamel.com, and again that's from the same event. Here is another one that I made while I was away, and it's called The Big Chop. It's when I had my hair cut. Must admit, still not quite loving it really. It's growing on me, but it's not growing quick enough. I don't know, I needed it cut because of course I abuse my hair far too much with how I treat it. But I've just done a little now and then, use these frames up, which I love. This sticker was from the Project Life for Stamping Up. I've used my skulls in the background here. I think these are ones that my friend Emma gave me, or they might be ones that Kat gave me, or no, I think they're a mixture of two. These ones Emma gave me, and these smaller ones are the ones that Kat gave me. I love them, and I love skulls, so if I'm doing a picture about myself, I might as well just do that. I used a lot of the pink Paisley C'est La Vie papers here, and I really like how it mixed with this basic grey. Again, another one here I made while I was away on a retreat. Just a picture of me being a little bit vain, but it says perfect can be whatever you choose it to be. This here is from a packaging of something that Emma sent me again. So I really love frames. I can do anything with frames. This is a very old piece of Kelly Perky paper, basic grey. I've used this again, was a die cut piece again, which Emma sent me, and I loved it. And I said I love this little camera that she'd already stitched on there for me, and this was just about like a little feel good photo shoot that I'd done. And I think, I know people kind of have opinions about people being a little bit vain and stuff like that, but I actually like some days, even when I'm just going to be lounging around in bed and not going out, I like to put a full face of makeup on, put my put contacts in, put false eyelashes on, do my hair, just to sit around in bed, read a book. It's good to make yourself feel glamorous every so often. Well, I do it every day, but you know, it's good to sometimes just treat yourself to a little bit of self-love. And then I took some pictures, and the reason I love these pictures so much is I used my crochet blanket as a background. So there's like, I just love it. And I know I'm vain and it may annoy people, but that makes me super happy. I like, you know, I've been at places in my life where I didn't like photos of myself, and didn't even particularly like myself that much. So celebrating small little things like that, I think is super cool. And, you know, sod you all if you don't. So, anyway, this is more March pictures. Again, just little shots. I still take pictures as if I'm doing Project Life daily. You know, weekly, I take that many pictures. So this is again some more crochet projects that I worked on. So like a new tea I've got, just some new like payday treats, and things like that. So this, again, need to decorate this. This side is completely empty. I believe this again is going to be another book page, because I have lots of books that I need to write about. Then our April. April has no Project Lifey pictures. None in there. But I have a divider page in. And I have my little April card to put my selfie on. I have this layout, which I made from bits and pieces in my stash using some bits from the Chamel I Am collection from Simple Stories. Really old stickers. These pieces which came from Record Fawn, I think. Just really stupid little pictures of me. And I am loving this. And this is a list of things I'm going to write that I am loving in April. I have the Me and My Big Ideas Happy Planner, and I have the one at the front that says like currently loving, listening, one of that, and I do fill those in, so I'm just going to copy that out into there, but I didn't take a nice journaling pen when I went away, so that's why they didn't get done. This one you'll have seen because I shared that for my National Scrapbooking Day hop, and this is a more of a minimalist one for me, but this is The Adventures of Asher and Norbert, and this is a little French buried moustache wearing rabbit that I made her, and so I made her this, and these are a couple of pictures that she sent me. So she'd been sending me pictures after I gave it to her of what they'd been up to. I used again another frame. This here, this Enjoy, is actually an acetate. There's another acetate behind here. I then used my Big Pebbles roller stamp where you can change the letters to write Asher and Norbert, and I've stamped that in the background as well. This piece of paper is a Glitz Design piece of paper, which I have had for about 6 years, probably 5 years. So I love that. Glad I've got it in here, and I kind of quite like this. It's not something I do a lot, but I kind of like this kind of more sporadic layout. And again, I've just cut that little rabbit die cut out there, because nobody's a rabbit. So that is it. That is where I'm at. I know a couple of people have kind of wanted to see where I'm at. I am still doing Project Life. I really enjoy Project Life. Just need to get my butt in gear and do it. So that is my aim, is to get caught up with my Project Life. Make a few Project Life cards so they're easy for me to grab. But yes, I'm excited to kind of tackle this a little bit. And I feel a little bit more excited about scrapbooking. I'm gonna admit it, not been that much about it lately, more in the crochet, but I have listened to some podcasts, I've watched a few videos, and it's kind of reawakened a little bit my love for it. So I'm going to tackle this. As you can see, I mean this bit is all just page protectors here, but as you can see this is quite a chunky album so far. I do have a couple of these albums. I'm hoping I'm not going to go over that. This is always the problem though, because I had 2 last year, so I'm hoping I'll just do 2 this year, because I then have my whole Scotland trip to do, I have my American trip to do, and then I'm going away on a like a road trip again away with my boyfriend, where I made those little mini albums last year. So I've got quite a lot to do. So hopefully I'm not going to spend too much of it just doing everyday 12x12 layouts. So thank you very much guys for watching. Sorry about the lighting and things was a bit dodgy. So there's brilliant sunshine coming through my window at the moment, which has probably made things a little bit too bright with the lights on. So I just want to thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much everyone who's kind of sent me comments and checked in on me, because the fact I haven't been posting recently. But I'm hoping to get back to some kind of schedule. It's a long weekend coming up. So we've got another bank holiday weekend coming up, so that's quite exciting. So I'll get to do some more crafting. So thank you very much guys, and I'll speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye!